Driverless cars to eating food printed by 3D machines. It is safe to say the world as we know it is changing in a radical way.
But it's not just about the new technologies coming into our lives. Today we're looking into the future.
Driverless cars to eating food printed by 3D machines. It is safe to say the world as we know it. Driverless cars to eating food printed. Driverless cars to eating food printed by 3D machines. It is safe to say the world as we know it is changing in a radical way.
But it's not just about the new technologies coming into our lives. Today we're looking into the future, revealing the common everyday things that are set to become extinct. And gazing into the crystal ball is futurist Michael McQueen. Hello Michael, nice to see you.
Hey there, how are you guys?
Let's kick things off with car parks. You say that they won't exist soon. What's driving this change?
Yeah, what's driving this change, great pun, is the driverless car phenomenon. And the smartest minds in this space think that we're probably about 10 years away from driverless vehicles becoming somewhat mainstream. And you think about the flow-on effect of that for a whole range of industries, like the auto industry, for instance. We may well not buy cars in 20 or 30 years' time. But the insurance business is massively under threat, because if you have an accident in a driverless car, who's at fault? Who claims on their insurance? But the big one is car parking, because once you've got an autonomous vehicle, it would drop you at the destination and it might go home and wait for you till you're finished and come back and pick you up Batmobile style, or drop you at the destination and go to a pool of other driverless vehicles Uber style, earning you cash. So that's the future we're looking at, and car parking of course will be a thing that doesn't feature in that future.
Ohio's just legalised testing of these driverless cars. How far away do you think we are of seeing driverless cars on our streets?
Well, South Australia are at the forefront here in Australia, where that was the first state to do trials a little while ago. At the moment, Phoenix in Arizona is the place to watch. So Waymo, Google's driverless car outfit, they're the ones who are testing there, as well as Tesla, that sad accident a few weeks ago. That's where a lot of the most interesting stuff's happening. We're not far away from these things being on our roads, so watch this space. 2 to 3 years, we'll see them on roads here.
In the news all the time, we talk about a move towards a cashless society, but you take this a step further, where you say credit cards will soon be extinct as well.
Yeah, and what's interesting about this is to do with our faces. So biometrics is what to watch here. And so it's interesting, there was a case last year in China launched by Alipay, where what they called Smile to Pay. You walked up to the cash register at the KFC, ordered your food, it identified your face, charged your stored credit card without the need to reach for your wallet or your credit card at all. And so biometrics are going to change the entire way we pay for things in the next few years in some really interesting ways.
Wow. So you're saying that we would live in a cashless society, because we've already seen the rise of Bitcoin, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting, I was sharing with the group recently that I was at a little cafe in Berry on the south coast. They've got a sign near the cash register, they don't even take cash anymore. For hygiene reasons and speed and efficiency, only credit cards. In the years to come, it'll probably be just facial recognition, not even credit cards.
It's very advanced down at Berry.
Yes, indeed.
But if we rely so much on technology in the future, do you think this will open up to privacy breaches?
Oh, definitely. If we've seen anything from the last few weeks and the last few months with the Facebook debacle, I think that the technology is often running ahead of company policies and even government policies. So it's going to be a messy transition, but it's a transition we're going to make, and we'll have to monitor it very carefully.
Yeah, call centres frustrate us all, and hopefully the end of those will be coming soon, particularly with the technology we saw with Google during the week. You think that's going to change some things?
It's extraordinary how lifelike that technology is, more lifelike than most people you speak to in call centres in most cases, and that's the technology coming online. Chatbot technology is the category of technology, but Google are at the forefront here. So the launch of Google Duplex this week at their launch event a few days ago. Interesting, this actually was technology that made a phone call on behalf of a person, Google Assistant, and spoke to a local hairdresser and made the appointment and had a discussion back and forth, negotiating times and
with all
treatments.
the different variables.
And even interacted the way we would by some of the subtle gestures, verbal cues. And so this is incredible technology that's taking the place of a lot of human roles in the coming few years.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk travel and tourism. We've seen that AirBNB has skyrocketed. What's going to happen to hotels? Will they still exist?
Well, hotels will have a role to play, but the thing is their role is going to be different. So at the moment, you look at Airbnb, it's worth twice as much as Hyatt as a brand. And you hear the statistics about how many rooms they've got. It's going to be a game changer in lots of ways in the years to come.
Just quickly, TV presenters, we good?
I think you're okay. You're safe for the moment.
Thanks, Michael. Fascinating stuff. And for more, you can pick up a copy of Michael's book titled How to Prepare Now for What Next.